Have you ever experienced a feeling of moving frequently due to your parents' job? Did you know that the houses you move into often hide stories of the origins and lives of their previous owners? Moving is usually an emotional journey, from the joy of welcoming a new life to the sadness of leaving old memories behind. But sometimes that journey leads us to mysterious houses, where the past seems to cling on and the present is shrouded in a chilling, eerie atmosphere. Haunted moving stories aren't just about old walls or strange noises. They open the door to a world of wandering souls, ghosts of the past, and dark secrets never before revealed. Let's explore terrifying and haunting stories, where each step seems to bring us closer to the most horrifying things. Moving frequently due to her parents' job became an inseparable part of Kai's childhood, a girl with a special psychic ability. Each time she left a place, Kai carried memories and nostalgia. But at the same time, she felt excitement for the new things awaiting her. The feeling of unfamiliarity and anticipation always arose when she stepped into a new house. Sometimes these houses weren't just homes but pages of old stories, where each wall and hidden corner whispered secrets of the past. During one move to a new house, as usual, Kai was curious and excited. She thought this would mark a new chapter for her high school life. But little did she know that the seemingly peaceful house harbored a horrifying secret. The nightmare began when she sensed the presence of a mysterious female spirit, one that controlled and spread fear to anyone daring to approach the house. The haunting and cruelty intensified as Kai uncovered the story behind the strange disappearance of the previous homeowner. The house that Kai and her family moved into was located on a small street corner, standing out with its classic and somewhat mysterious appearance. It had a European-style architecture, with pale gray paint and sloping roof tiles. In front of the house, an iron gate opened to a small gravel path leading into a lush garden. Upon entering, the interior was spacious and airy. The living room had high ceilings, gleaming wooden floors, and large windows that allowed natural light to flood in. The furniture was arranged with antique pieces and delicate details, creating a cozy and elegant atmosphere. The bedrooms were also spacious and comfortable, with small windows looking out to the garden or the street. The bathrooms were fully equipped with modern amenities while retaining a classic and refined touch. On the first day after moving in, Kai and her family quickly finished unpacking. Though exhausted, there was an air of excitement and happiness throughout the house. Kai sat in the spacious living room, looking out the window at the beautiful garden in front, feeling the peace and harmony of the place. Beside her, her parents were equally thrilled and eager. They were delighted to have bought the house from the previous owner at a price lower than other options in the area. This house was located in a quiet and safe neighborhood, close to schools and essential amenities, making it an ideal environment for everyone. They saw it as a great opportunity to invest more in upgrading and decorating the home. After the first joyful evening, Kai and her family felt truly cozy in their new home. They sat at the long dining table in the modern kitchen, enjoying a meal filled with their favorite dishes, carefully prepared by Kai's mother. Laughter echoed throughout, and the atmosphere was warm and lively. Kai felt happiness and safety beside her family. But beneath the surface of the early days' tranquility, the house concealed a terrible secret that Kai and her family had no inkling of. In the days that followed, Kai began to sense something unusual happening in the house. A series of strange and supernatural events started occurring, leaving her and her family bewildered and fearful. At first, it was the odd noises coming from unknown sources, followed by eerie echoes from upstairs, even when no one was there. Strange footsteps at night, and at times, a sudden chill swirling through the house even when the outside was calm. Kai frequently felt a strange presence around her, as if unseen eyes were watching from the darkness, or a cold sensation piercing her skin during the late hours. These phenomena gradually made her anxious and unsettled. The other family members also started noticing similar strange occurrences. At night, phones would ring with no one on the other end, and objects mysteriously scattered on the floor despite Kai's mother having cleaned everything up earlier. Kai found herself engulfed by the horrors of these supernatural events. She could feel the pressure mounting from the bizarre happenings surrounding her new home. These events were not only frightening but also posed a threat to the safety of her and her family. One night, Kai was deep in sleep when she was suddenly awakened by a sudden thirst. She slipped out of bed, her bare feet brushing against the cool floor, and stepped out of her room. She turned on the hallway and living room lights, the soft yellow glow casting a hazy light in the darkened house. Kai quietly descended the stairs, careful not to make any noise and to avoid the sound reverberating in the still air. Upon reaching the kitchen, Kai poured herself a glass of water from the faucet, the steady stream calming her nerves. She drank from the glass, feeling the relief as her thirst was quenched. As she bent down to place the glass back in the sink, an eerie sensation washed over her. She turned her head and was startled to see a figure reflected in the window behind her. A wave of fear engulfed her as the figure vanished instantly. Kai blinked and rubbed her eyes, unsure if she had actually seen anything or if it was just an illusion. The tension rose, and she no longer wanted to stay in the kitchen. Just as Kai was about to ascend the stairs and return to her room, the space around her twisted like a spiraling shell, and all the lights in the house suddenly flared up abnormally. Then, Kai saw the figure of a woman standing by the stove. The dim, hazy light made the woman look like a ghostly apparition. She wore a long white dress, the hem swaying as if stirred by an invisible breeze. She was cooking, stirring a pot with natural, rhythmic motions, swaying slightly to the distant music playing from an old radio on the shelf. From the very first glance, Kai knew that this woman was not alive. A thought flickered through her mind. Perhaps this woman was the source of the strange occurrences that had been happening in the house recently.